and welcome back to my channel. That's my new thing. Hi. I don't think it's great, but it feels like a vibe at the moment. Hi. Anyway, so today we have yet another testing of SHEIN makeup video. That didn't make sense, but anyway, so guys, today we're going to be trying out I think it's called it would have helped, wouldn't it, if I actually wrote down the name of the foundation that I'm trying. I have, however, written comprehensive notes down in my little new notepad because I'm trying to be organized. So yeah, look, oh my gosh, how cute is that? Oh, so cute. But so I've got my notes, but I did fail to note down the name of the foundation. So, but I think it's okay because, oh, we have it here. Okay, don't worry, back on track. It's called the SkinFinite Hydrating Foundation. SkinFinite, I love it. I really love what they did there. So you may notice that this is not a bottle of foundation. This is a sachet. And one thing that I really love about SHEIN is that they sell their foundations in sachet. I don't know if they do it with all of their base products, but I know at least 2 of their foundations they sell samples because I have 2 of them, and I actually think this is an amazing idea, and I wish that this would kind of take off in the higher end market. You know, if only like Charlotte Tilbury, Tom Ford, Huda Beauty, I wish that they would do this, because do you remember like back in the day, you used to be able to go into like Debenhams, Selfridges, and you used to be able to ask for a sample, and like 9 times out of 10, the person behind the counter would be a little bit like snarky and bitchy. I'm not generalizing here, but I always was just like, I found it very like anxiety producing to ask for a sample, because like you're asking like for their firstborn child, let's say. It's asking a lot when you think about it, to pay like say £40 for a foundation and you've not even tried it. There's so many different types of foundations out there. You don't know what is actually going to work for you until you've actually tried it and given it a good go. So I commend SHEIN for producing the samples that we can try before we buy. This sample costs 49p. The full size version of the foundation, which is a 30ml bottle, costs £6.99. So I mean, yeah, I'm happy paying 49p for something that costs £6.99, because I'm only losing 49p if I don't like this. But if I do, and if I like it enough that I want to buy the full size, then at least I can buy it with confidence that, you know, I've already tried it. I know her. We've met. We've had coffee. You know, I've wined and dined her. We know each other now. So I'm just going to tell you about the foundation because I've got my notes. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like this is just a poor example of me, isn't it, really, that I'm so proud of myself for these notes. But so this foundation claims to be a medium coverage. It is a hydrating formula, and it gives you a natural glow finish, which that just sounds like perfection to me. I'm a huge fan of like a dewy, like glowy, healthy looking skin. I would pick that over matte any day, honestly. Also, I do have quite dry skin at the moment, so I need a hydrating kind of foundation, because if it's a drying matte, no, my skin is going to kick right off. This foundation is also alcohol and fragrance free, and it comes in 30 shades, which personally I think that's absolutely amazing, especially considering the foundation costs $6.99. I just think, you know, 30 shades is super impressive, and I mean, it's really tough to judge the shades. I'm going to pop a picture up here, but it is quite tricky, like, to be able to like, really judge them. But it does look like there is quite a extensive shade range, so I'm really pleased about that. Also, just one other thing that I do want to mention, I just had a quick scan through the reviews and they are outstandingly positive. I have a naturally cynical mind, like I'm just suspicious about everything. So who knows, all of those reviews genuine, we don't know, but it got 5 out of 5 stars, and that was from over 9,999 reviews. So if they're genuine, I mean, wow. So I got this in the shade Fair, which is the second to lightest shade. I mean, me. The lightest shade was Porcelain. I'm almost 40, right? And I cannot pick my shade to save my life. This is how the sachet comes to you. It comes in its own little plastic wallet. And that is Why can I not say that properly? What the heck? That is what she looks like, just like that. I think you're probably only going to get maybe one. You may push it to like a couple of applications with this because it is like pretty tiny. 0.05 fluid ounce. Yeah, it's tiny. It's a bit of a shame because I did like want to give this a proper test, you know, over like a few days, which is how I usually will test foundations if I'm reviewing them. You know, you can't just wear foundation. Sorry, the camera's shaking because my cat is fecking about. But yeah, I do really like to, like, when I'm reviewing, I want to do it like a thorough review and like wear the foundation over a course of days. But I don't think I'm really going to be able to do that with this, so I'm going to be applying the foundation now. I'll wear it for the rest of the day and then I'll check in at the end of the day to let you know what my thoughts are, and we can go from there. I have washed my face, I did, and I've put moisturizer on. So do you know what's killing me right now? I had a pair of fecking scissors up here and I took them downstairs like literally before I started filming. And they're downstairs and I need them. And that is so sad. And is there not a little thing that you can kind of open? No, there's not. Okay, she's back. I've opened it. I've had a little snack, of course. So, okay, guys, let's first check out the shade. So that's what it looks like on my finger. And, okay. Oh yeah, another reason why I think these samples are great. Like, say if I tried this today and I love it, but I feel like, oh, the shade just wasn't right, I could go ahead and buy like a handful of, I could spend like £3 on shades, which wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. But, you know, you could try maybe like 2 or 3 shades to see what works best for you, which is great. I think this shade is actually going to be really good because it's, I mean, you can't see it, can you? You just cannot see it. So, oh my gosh, have I finally mastered being able to pick my own shade? I'm going to go bang, bang, bang. Oh no, I didn't want to go bang there. Let me just try and unbang that because I wanted to do like one side, you know, so that we can see like the side that's done, side that's looking shit still, because I like doing that. Right. Okay, so I've just applied that much, which I'm realising is barely anything. I've got a feeling my sponge is going to love to just gobble up this foundation. Yeah, and yeah, spoiler, I'm using a sponge today. We're just going to start to blend this in. Yeah, I mean, they said a medium coverage. I'm not sure if this is going to be medium coverage. And I know it's early days, but oh no, maybe. No, I think it's going to be like a light coverage. I would say like a good light, like a highlight coverage. Oh my gosh. But then I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to start doing that. Like, because then you have to have like a low light coverage and a medium light and a medium low. And that's just far too many options for my liking. So do you know what? It's transformed my skin. I mean, my skin looks absolutely like flawless, and it certainly is very natural. It's giving me like that beautiful, like, you know, not really dewy, but glowy, like a lit from within kind of glow, which kind of comes along with the natural kind of finish. And also I'm finding that, you know, a little goes a long way, although I definitely do feel that you could build this up to get like a fuller coverage if you so desired. Do you know, it's gone on beautifully, yeah. I've not had any issues and I'm really liking the way it's looking. Do you know what, right? I'm kind of almost at the end of a course of Accutane right now, and everyone was saying to me, oh my gosh, your pores are going to shrink so much. Like, they've not. Like, when is this going to happen? Like, when are the pores shrinking? I keep checking every day and I'm like, they're not shrinking. No way. If anything, I think they got bigger, but oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I think the shade is perfect. Can you see? It just kind of matches my neck. And that's a first for me. To do like a side by side, I was worried I was going bald then. I was like, what the heck? Like, literally. But anyway, right, so this is the side that's done. And I really like it. Do I think it's a medium coverage? No, but I do think like levels of coverage are kind of subjective, honestly. Okay, so this is the other side. Please just pretend that you can't see how red my nose piercing is, and you know, it's infected. It keeps getting infected, and I know why, because of this ring, which actually this was from SHEIN. I love it, But the ring itself, I just think because it's quite cheap, it looks good, but it's cheap, and I've had it in for probably almost a year at this point, and she's got infected, so I'm trying to wait for her to get uninfected before I can put my new ring in. But oh my gosh, who knows when that'll be. Anyway guys, nobody cares. So I'm really liking how this is looking, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other side. This is a very like runny foundation, which I like. Just makes it very easy to apply. Oh my gosh, I got loads more. I literally just put it onto my sponge, and you never know, maybe this will give us that medium coverage now, because oh my gosh, I feel like I've applied like way too much. Wow. Oh my gosh, I don't feel like I applied like a huge amount more though than on the other side. And look at the difference. Okay, so yeah, I kind of take back my words. Like, you could either get a light coverage with this if you only use a little, or you can go in hard and you can definitely get a good old medium coverage. I'd say as well, this foundation, it is leaning like more to the warm side. But like, I don't know if you consider this is the lightest shade, second to lightest shade. God, I'm the second lightest shade. Oh my gosh, who knew? By the way, I am just going to go, I'm applying another layer over to this side, because I do want to like build it up just a little bit more, you know. I hope you didn't see my hairy armpit then, guys, because, woo! I've just not really shaved it because it's winter time, you know, and who's going to be seeing under my armpit? Look, I say that, and even when it's summertime, I don't even shave my armpit because it just can't be asked. The only time I shave my armpit would be if I was going swimming, which never happens, or when I'm on holiday, then I do it. So for like a week out of the year, I will shave my armpit. But I ain't got time for that the rest of the time. Oh my gosh, guys, this is looking absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely looking a lot more dewy now. Oh my gosh, I mean, I'm still kind of shocked that I got the shade so right. I'm just being careful, you know, near my nose. I don't want to antagonize the infection any more than it already is, you know. Right, so guys, I really like this. The finish is kind of feeling comfortable. I mean, I can feel it on my face, of course, but so far, it doesn't like feel like oppressive. Like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't use the word oppressive because that has such strong negative connotations. So I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but it doesn't feel like claustrophobic. Okay, so that's a dramatic word, but yeah, I'm going with claustrophobic. It does not feel claustrophobic. Okay, so this is what she looks like. I'll just come in, I'll give you a close-up, and also once I finish the whole face, I'll go out to the window so that you can actually see what this looks like in natural light. I do film in front of a ring light, but I've literally got it turned like right down because it was really like fecking with my camera when it was like turned up. I think it's really important that you get to see how this foundation actually looks, you know, without the artificial lighting. It can make a massive difference. So I want, you know, this to be as real as possible for you. So guys, right, we've done the face, feeling great. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back and we can see the final results. Okay, so I'm back. I've done the rest of my makeup. I've not done my eyelashes, mascara. What? I've not put any mascara on yet because I am filming 2 videos today. I know, get me. Can you even believe it? I'm on a day off today, so I just thought, let's get going. Like, let's do this. Grind till our vaginas bleed. Oh my, no. Let's not do that. And by the way, I just don't like the word grind. But anyway, I'm going to be trying the Lottie Super Fake False Lash Mascara. So I'm going to be trying that shortly. But I just wanted to show you the final kind of makeup look. The foundation is looking amazing. I did apply some loose powder just to kind of set it and lock it in place a little bit. So unfortunately that did obviously like take away some of that dewy, glowy goodness. But saying that, I still think that my skin, I mean, I've got a highlighter on. So yeah, it's kind of looking glowy because of that. But, you know, I've not got any highlight on my forehead and I think it's still looking like full of life still. I over contoured my forehead, so please ignore that. I went in too hard. I grinded way too much on the forehead. But I think everything is looking really nice. My other products went on beautifully on top of the foundation. It feels really comfortable. I mean, so far it's ticking like every single box it could possibly tick. And I will do a little update later, just before I'm about to wash my face and take everything off. So anyway, guys, I am going to go for now, but I'll see you in a sec. Hello there. So I've literally come like in front of the window. I was going to go outside, but one of my neighbours is having some new windows fitted in his house, and there's a lot of workmen out there, and oh my gosh, I couldn't really, like, I didn't want to do this outside, so I hope you don't mind. I've come in front of the window. I just wanted to show you how the foundation looks in natural light. And I don't think, like, even if I was outside, it wouldn't get better than this, honestly. So I think everything's looking really, really nice. I've filmed my other video and I've had the foundation on for, I'd say, like maybe 2 hours at this point. It's feeling really, really comfortable. I mean, you can feel it. If anything, like, I would say, as opposed to like feeling, oh, there's a lady. Oh my gosh. Gosh, why is there nowhere to film, like, in my hair? This is ridiculous. There's a lady across the road and she's in a fucking window. Like, why now, lady? Why now? She's in a dressing gown though, so I mean, really, at least I'm not in my dressing gown. But yeah, I'd say like it has a slight oiliness to it. Like it doesn't feel dry, which is great. So I'd say if you have dry skin, this foundation would be really, really kind of geared up to, you know, give your skin a really good experience. Oh my, the fucking neighbour that I don't like has appeared. I don't like her. I don't want her to see me. But anyway, I hope you don't like. Sorry, can you see how much I've overbronzed my forehead? But anyway, yeah, if you've got dry skin, I definitely feel like this foundation would make your skin feel hydrated. I think I may be confusing hydration for oiliness, but anyway, it's feeling really, really good. And I just think that maybe if you've got oily skin, it could feel too like oily, uncomfortably oily. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, this is what she's looking like, and I will show you how she's looking later on, just before I take her off. Okay, so it is now the end of the day. I am just about to have an early shower because I need to. I have not washed my hair in days. But, so anyway, I've not worn the foundation for as long as I would have liked to. But I feel like I've given it a really, really good go. I feel like I've got an opinion on it. So yeah, I'm ready to tell you all about it. So this is kind of how it's looking at the moment. I do have my ring light on because it's getting dark outside. So if I did not have my ring light on, you would not be able to see me very well at all. But I think everything's looking really, really good. The only thing that like shook me a little bit was it does look a bit dry on my chin. And I'm not quite sure, like, why is that? Like, why does it look dry? It's just not really worn very well on my chin. And my chin is definitely like my problem area, like with everything. It's very rare that a foundation will look amazing on my chin, and I don't know why that is, but other than I do have a lot of texture there, so maybe that's why. I think other than my chin, it's looking fabulous everywhere else. I have been touching my face a lot today because like I think it's just like an anxious thing, or when I get stressed I'm just touching my face, and I don't know I'm doing it, but I know I do. What I will say is I've been very impressed with the foundation, and I think, you know, if you were to buy a bottle of this, like, I don't think you'd be disappointed, but I would be reluctant to recommend if you've got oily skin, because I definitely do think that it may result in your oilier skin. Like, I do think it would make your skin oilier, and maybe it would not feel like a party on your face. So if you've got oily skin, maybe not the one for you, and maybe the other one that I'm going to be trying soon would be more up your alley. But I think if you've got dry skin, or maybe even normal skin, I think that this would be, I think it would be worth trying. There's nothing that's jumped out at me as being like, ooh, like, why did she do that? There's nothing. It performed nicely, it sat my face nicely, it feels comfortable, and that's a big one for me. I can't stand it when you've got a foundation on that just feels heavy and uncomfortable, and you know, I hate that. So I can say that this feels comfortable. Will I be buying the full size based off this kind of review? And you know what, honestly, I don't think I will, and that's no reflection on the actual product. It's just literally that I have like about 4 or 5 foundations at the moment that I want to finish before I invest in another foundation. and I just think it would be a bit like overwhelming to have like another foundation in the mix. I'm not even wearing foundation like that much these days, so I don't think it would necessarily be like the best way to spend, you know, £6.99 of my hard-earned pounds. But, you know, I still think it's a great foundation. Say if I did not have any other foundations, it would be one that I would definitely buy. But I'm just not really in the market to buy a full-size foundation at the moment. I was just really eager to actually try this out, to do a review. And I mean, I know I've not worn it over like the course for a few days, which is how I would usually want to be reviewing foundations. I've not been able to do that. It's like a one time. This is like a first impression if you really think about it, which, you know, it bothers me when people do foundation reviews and it's like just a first impression. I'm thinking, bitch, you've only had it on for 3 hours, you twat. Like, what do you know about this foundation? I've had meals that have lasted longer than 3 hours, if I'm being honest. So, because I'm really slow at eating. What is my hair doing? I don't know, but I like it. Ah, this is a look. This is a look. My gosh, why is she doing that? Like, why? Where's all this volume come from all of a sudden when I'm just about to wash her? How rude. She held this back from the world. Ah. Anyway, guys, me and my fabulous voluminous hair, we're going to go now. But I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope it's been helpful to you if you were thinking of buying this foundation. I would definitely say go for it. Get yourself a sample. See which shade may be good for you. See if you actually like it. But yeah, I think it's a really, really good foundation. Sorry, I was just admiring my nails. Do you ever see like YouTubers do that where they've got like fancy acrylics on and they'll be like, yes. So I really like this foundation, and they'll just be like using every opportunity to like show off their fabulous nails. That was me for a second back there, but with much less fancier nails. Anyway, guys, I am going to go. I hope that this review's been somewhat helpful to you, and I hope to see you again in the next one.